Alrighty, folks, I am putting some content together for WealthCon. Shout out Ryan Pineda and team for allowing me to speak at the upcoming WealthCon. I'm putting together content around how to do legendary things. And again, as you will see in that presentation when it comes out, yes, I will share it with the channel after the event. It really does boil down to a couple of things, and that is focus and consistency. I thought we'd have a conversation with the one and only Omar to see how focus and consistency plays out in his day-to-day business. What's going on, Omar? How are you?
Good. What's up, Michael? Appreciate our Tuesdays. Always something learning or always something new that we're learning and implementing and sticking to the basics too.
Yeah.
Obviously, you've been the basic, fundamental free thrower in the real
Yep.
estate business, one rental at a time. Consistency is like your middle work, your middle name. And
Absolutely.
and I see that, and it's like it's cool because you do something long enough for a long, or you do something every single day for a long period of time, you're gonna have some type of success, providing you are also understanding like you're leveling up in your skill set
Yeah.
and being around
It's
other people
reps.
that
It's you're
actually
getting
push.
you're getting reps. Getting
I
reps.
heard something. Yes, I heard something, and it's like if you try to get like if you got a cold calling job or a sales job where you receive a lot of phone calls and you're closing every single conversation, you're getting better and better and better and better. This is where the experience comes in, right? With all of the conversations that we're having. And my 23 years in the business, but what's crazy is some people that are 5 years in the business, they like got a shotgun approach year one, two, three, four. They had thousands of conversations, and that's why the person that's 5 years in that was super consistent
Yeah.
might perform more than the person that's been a tenured 15 years, 18 years, because maybe they didn't have the opportunity to have that many conversations. So my whole thing is the consistency aspect of everything, like the follow up.
Yeah.
I've been solid, consistent. I'd like to think that I'm been pretty consistent with the business I have. I have ups and downs, right? We all do. But the ups and downs, if they're still if the
Yeah.
trajectory is still
The trend.
increasing,
The
the
trend is
trend
up.
is still up, then we're okay. That means we're just feeling the valley with a couple extra deals, so the valley isn't as deep.
Yeah.
And
Well, your valley is way above others' peaks, right? That's the key of being consistent in showing up every day. Is even when you have a down day or a down week or shoot a down month, it is way above others, right? And would take other people out. It's really funny. I believe focus, and they're going to see this in my WealthCon presentation. I don't really care what you want to do. Is if you're willing to make it your thing and focus on it and do it daily, you will get increased at bats and the results will show up. I have I actually posted this on Twitter and on Instagram and put a YouTube video out. So I want people to hear this. I've had a YouTube channel for 5 years now. I don't edit videos. I don't have jump cuts. I don't have fancy musics. I don't have 5-second hooks. I don't have any of these things that these fancy YouTubers tell you have to do. And just because I showed up every day, got a little bit better every day, I have made $200,000 just from AdSense.
how many
Most
years?
people think
Five?
that's 5 years. Yeah, 5 years.
$40,000 a year just by making content.
Yeah. And the first year was basically zero. But
Right,
here's the
right.
deal. I Most people think you can't make 40. In fact, I think I heard from Sean Cannell, if you make more than 50 grand, you're in the top 1% of YouTube creators.
50 grand
Top
total.
total, just from AdSense. If you make
Wow.
50 grand, you're in the top 1%, which I've been every year I've been monetized. I wasn't monetized the first year. So I've always made more than 50 grand. No edits. Everything's live. I use Zoom. I don't use any of these other fancy things. I just have meaningful conversations with people I know, trust, and respect about an area I am passionate about: investing, real estate, and getting better. It's there for you. I don't care what it is. I heard Tony Robbins one time talk about Steph Curry. Steph Curry is without question the best shooter in the NBA has ever seen. And Tony Robbins go on this long tale about Steph Curry where he takes all this shots during practice, and the point of it is he's taken 2.4 million shots during his NBA career in practice. Right? Again, that's the kind of focus and daily discipline you want. If you want to become a great real estate investor, you want to become a great this or that, show up every day. And this is what I got from Tom Bilyeu one time. If you want to be in the top 1% or no, top 5% of anything you do, all you have to do is give it 18 minutes a day.
Damn,
18
think about
minutes a
that.
day.
18 minutes a day. Top
It's my
1%, you said?
5%. Top 5% in
Top
any
5%.
eight, give it 8. And I've been telling people since day one, give me 20 minutes a day in your buy box and you'll be great. And Tom just said it's not even 20 minutes, Michael. All you need is 18.
18.
Yeah,
Damn.
it's everything. And this goes back to something else I see a lot. I want to have 7 streams of income. Millionaires have 7 streams of income. Folks, I'm lucky enough to associate with millionaires, deca millionaires, and a couple of people worth 100 million bucks routinely. None of them made their first millions by being unfocused. It was all on one thing. Now, it's true, when they got to some point, they've diversified, they spread their risk, all of that. But this whole notion that millionaires became millionaires because of 7 streams of income is crap. It's complete farce. Get really, really good at one thing before you diversify.
And it's true. You got good at your daily discipline, doing the work,
Yeah.
and didn't quit your job.
No.
That was your fuel
Yep.
to get all of your rentals that you have.
I for me, I'm an employee, not an entrepreneur. You and I have had this talk a lot. I got really good. I worked 10 hours a day, 6 days a week for a decade, became the top 1 or 2 each year at what I did. And I lived below my means. I created disposable income. I bought assets, and I did that for a decade. It's just a season.
It's
10
so
years.
simple. Hey, you just said it. And I did it for a decade. That's all.
That's all. But think about it. Now, if you're 20 years old, a decade feels like a lot because it's half your life.
Bro,
I am
that's so
50.
fucking awesome.
I'm 50, and a decade's nothing.
No,
My daughter's
really.
31. Decade is nothing.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So,
See, dang, that's crazy.
so again, I'll have 50 years, hopefully 50 years, if not more, to enjoy a season of working crazy hours, living below my means, sacrificing and buying assets. Anybody can do it. It's a choice. It's just a choice.
Just like the choice is, you know, like that this resonates with me right now, Michael, because there's a choice. I heard this. Where did I hear this? Oh, that the biggest flex right now that you could do is something that doesn't require any money.
Ah, yeah.
And your work does not require any money. The daily discipline doesn't require any money because that's something that you have to do.
Mm-hmm.
And it's insane. It's like, okay, you know, I'm in this fitness thing going on right now. I'm losing a bunch of weight, getting in shape. That money, money can't buy you that. You got to do the work.
Yeah.
Just like everything else. You can't just sit there and hope that someone's gonna get you a deal. Hey, Omar, here's the deal. You want to buy it? Maybe after a while because you put your work out there and you let people know.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that resonates big time because now it's you know, it's what you're gonna do.
Yeah. Again, I
Yeah,
really
it's
do
freaking awesome.
think I think anyone can be this is really the thesis of my WealthCon talk. Is I think anybody can do legendary things, but you got to get you have to get uncomfortable. You have to become unbalanced. You have to get around the right people. You got to get in the right rooms. You need to block out the noise because trust me, when you are going to do legendary things and you become unbalanced, people around you probably won't like it because
No,
you've
they don't.
changed. You're different.
Oh,
You don't have time for me. All this freaking
all the time.
nonsense.
All the time. Oh, you change. Yeah, fucking you still hear that. I hear that shit now. I'm like, well, yeah. I graduated high school in '97. the fuck you, if you didn't change, then
That's
damn,
on
all
you.
right. That's
That's
on
on you.
you. Yeah, it's a trip. It is a trip. No, this is
Yeah.
good, Michael. I mean, consistency in everything that you do probably has it put you where you're at now. It's put anyone that is successful or that you want to model yourself after or take certain nuggets and advice from these people. I mean, you interview all these millionaires,
Mhm.
and all of them will
All of
tell you that it started from one thing, that they just kept doing it over and over and over and over and over again for a long period of time. That consistency aspect. Yes, was there some luck?
Yeah.
Sure. But you know what? There's that saying, if you're not doing the consistent work, you're never gonna get lucky.
Yeah. No, it's really funny. All of my millionaires have a similar story. They start from nothing. Anna Kelly, Section 8 housing, $750,000 in debt. Sells the big Texas home, which everybody would have thought you're a baller. Lives with family for 9 months, which I'm sure is not fun. Then buys a fourplex with 2 kids and lives upstairs. House hacks, best financial decisions he's ever made. Uh, the lumberjack, ninth grade dropout. Sure, that wasn't fun. Trying to get good jobs when you're a ninth grade dropout. That's gonna suck. Right? Yourself, right? Grew up in a restaurant business. Your dad owned a restaurant and you worked behind the bar. You met a patron that got you into real estate and
Mhm.
you did all these things. It's everybody. This is what bothers me about today. There's so many people that say, I can't do it today. Today, for whatever reason, it's impossible. I will give you this. There's one of the guys that I speak with that started his journey, $250,000 in debt, responsible for 3 lives. He was the sole responsible person for his 3 kids. He made $17 an hour. Think about that. 17 bucks an hour, 3 growing kids, 250,000 in debt, and he did it in 10 years. It's
It's freaking
possible.
rad.
It's
Yeah.
not fun, it's not easy, but it's possible. I just need people to realize it's possible. And if you change your mindset from doom and gloom to it's possible, and you get around the right people, you'll start heading in the right direction. It will be slow, it will be hard, it will be no fun at all, but it's freaking possible.
That's so it is. It's but you know what's crazy? There's that saying, Michael, it's easy to do and say, but it's also easy not to do.
Oh, I would tell you it's a hell of a lot easier not to do. That's the problem.
Oh, that is a problem. No one wants to live in that uncomfortable spot. That's
Hey,
where growth happens, man. That's where growth happens.
that's right. Yeah, at the end of the day, you're going to be alive in 10 years. Act like it.
Hey, that's a good one.
Yeah, you're going to be
Um,
alive in 10 years. Act like it. Omar, this is a lot of fun. I love talking with you. I love watching all the success you're having. Where can people find you? Where can they join your team? Where can they buy and sell real estate in the high desert?
Guys, follow me on IG at Invest with Omar, or go to my go to my website, omaralfaro.com. If you guys have any questions, concerns, hallucinations, reach out to me.
There you go. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you.